What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and it's an early match preview, but it's late. It should have been out on Thursday night, but it wasn't. I wanted to do a show with Millsy, and last night I was travelling, so I couldn't do it. We go into this game today, 1-5, and I think it's fair to say confidence is on its deck. I'm really worried about this game for obvious reasons. I think Manchester United need a win. I think Everton need a win. And it's just going to be who fights more. I don't think there's much fight in Manchester United. And although I've seen more signs that there is a bit of fight in Everton over the last few days, I feel like the quality might be there. So you've got two teams and contrasting opinions of mine. You've got a team that's got the quality but not the fight, and a team that's got the fight but not the quality. This game for me is a bit of a mental mashup because you can see where they've got quality. They haven't got McTominay, so their midfield's going to be Pogba, Matic and Bruno Fernandes. I mean, that doesn't even compute with our midfield of Decore, Allen, and whoever else may go in there. So you've got that issue. You've got an issue with a goal scorer for Everton in Calvert-Lewin who isn't scoring goals. So you've got that issue to play with. And you've got defenders that are significantly underperforming. You've got Mason Holgate, who I think has been given a lot of criticism over the last few weeks. And I actually don't think the mistakes have stemmed from him. Like, Ben Godfrey was at fault for Burnley. Iwobi's tracking back. John Joe Kenny. The game before was Michael Keane getting sent off, in my opinion. So I sort of sit there and I'm just like, I can't criticise him too much, but equally, he's certainly not the defender I thought he was 18 months, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, when I thought he was really going to be this big player for us. He's not that. So I feel like we've got a bad set of centre-halves who need a little bit of leadership and instruction, and the one who can give them that isn't fit. And that's Yuri Mina. So you've got that worry. I think Ben seems to be probably Ben's biggest critic, because when he makes a mistake, it really seems to affect him during the game. He gets very on top of himself. And again, I kind of like that because he doesn't want to make these mistakes. But when they're costing you points and you're at the bottom of the league, you can't get away from it. The very worst that Everton could have done from that Burnley game is take a draw. And that was fine to a degree because it kept that cushion. Now, cushion's no longer there. It's no longer there. There is no longer a game advantage for Everton. And while Everton have Manchester United, Leicester, Chelsea, Liverpool, whoever their next four is, Burnley don't have that, and nor do Watford. So we've got to pick up wins from teams like Manchester United today. We have to win. It's that simple, especially when Burnley are going away to Norwich. So you almost hope that Norwich win today. You almost hope that Norwich win, or at least they get a draw and Everton get 3 points, just to bring that gap back, because we are going to need it, because the last game of the season, we are away at Arsenal. And I don't expect us to win that, bearing in mind our away form's horrendous. So we have to, in my opinion, be secure in 7 games. 7. That leaves the derby and the Arsenal game, where I expect to get nothing from either of them. And them 7 games that are left around that are the games that Everton have to get 12 points. Bear that in mind, Everton haven't got 12 points in the last 20 games or whatever it is. 23 games. That is really worrying. So it's hope. It's hope that we win. It's genuinely sitting here stressing. Every game is like going into a derby. Your heart is in your mouth and you can't breathe, you can't talk right, you can't think of anything else. And that is exactly what this game is. It's absolutely horrendous, the situation we're in. And I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. and I'm very much hope I'm wrong. You know me, I've put my hands up when I've been wrong before. I just feel like this is different, and I feel like we're relegated. And I see all the comments saying, Mike, we're not relegated, fight for the team. I'm not sitting here wanting to get relegated. Like, I will fight with this team. We win and we lose together. We go down. I still, it's not like, it doesn't matter whether you're playing Luton at Goodison or Liverpool at Goodison. I'd be there. It's just difficult to see where we are, because the man at the top of the club has killed us, in my opinion. The man second in command to him was his worst mentor to bring him into a football club and guide it to success. I mean, that's that. And then they've built a board around them which is doesn't have any winners, doesn't really have any face to it, won't have an AGM, so they're a disgrace. So it's just like, I feel like the club's gone. And this is why these games are so crucial. This is why this game against Manchester United is so crucial, because it's an opportunity for fans to get on the side of the players and push them over the line against tough opposition when they need us most. My team: Pickford in goal, Mikalenko left back, Ben Godfrey and Mason Holgate in the middle of the park, with Seamus Coleman at right back. Michael Keane, irrespective of whether he's available or not, wouldn't walk anywhere near my team. I'd have put him in the under-23s. I can't stand him, so that's that. Midfield: Alan, Doucouré, and I'd probably play Anthony Gordon just in front of the two of those, but make sure that he's tracking back and he's working hard, which you know he will. And then my front three is Demarai Gray, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. So that team is very much set up to be solid. Work rate in the middle of the park with Gordon and Alan. Pick up the ball, look up, look for that forward pass. Again, thinking of that, and using the pace and Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin to get and Demarai Gray to get down the wings, and make sure that Calvert-Lewin is doing his job as a striker, which is getting into space in that 6-yard box, making a nuisance for himself, drawing people in, and getting Anthony Gordon following in, getting Doucouré following in, getting the two full-backs pressed really back so they're nice and tight, and then just peppering Manchester United. And then when they come at us, we've got that pace with Gordon coming back, with Demarai Gray on the right or the left, and Richarlison to come and help and make it that 4-5-1 rather than that 4-3-3. So that is my team. I don't think Lampard will go with that, because I don't think Lampard thinks like that, and that's, again, not a criticism. I'm not a Premier League manager, but what I would like to add is I feel like that gets all of our better players onto the pitch. Some people will argue about Holgate. Fine, like, it's just an opinion, but I can't stand Michael Keane, and he wouldn't be anywhere near my team. So I will never forgive him for what he did against West Ham. Never. He was wearing the captain's armband. He was already on a yellow card. He flies into a tackle that is only ever going to be a yellow card. It was complete stupidity and petulance. So he doesn't deserve to play for my football club. And that's not the first time he's completely lost his head. As in, yes, he's not necessarily been sent off, but you've seen him out of positions, you've seen him flustered, you've seen him make mistakes. I'm not interested. So I'm done with him. I've been done with a few players in the past, and they've worked their way back into my ideology. It doesn't matter. Michael Keane does not care what I think. The club do not care what I think. The manager doesn't care what I think, and that's fine. That's not their job to care about Michael. Their job is to go and get 3 points and deliver that for Everton. And I think Everton have to 100% get 3 points today. So there you go. Guys, I'm leaving it there. Keep smiling. It's hard. And have a drink on me at the games. Peace.